You and your colleague, Seth Moulton, were just among 9 House Democrats who voted in favor of an amendment to ban Defense Department funds from being used to teach critical race theory. Now, you've taken some heat for that. What was your thinking on it?
The amendment was stating basically that no Department of Defense teachers who are teaching about 70,000 service members' kids could be compelled to instruct that the Constitution of the United States or the Declaration of Independence is fundamentally racist, or that one race is inherently superior or inferior to another, both of which I agree with. I don't think we should be telling the kids of service members that the document their parents are sworn to uphold is a fundamentally racist document. And as I've engaged with people and they've read the text, they agree.
Do you worry, though, there's too much politics with these buckets of funding, especially as it relates to the Pentagon? I mean, we've seen what's going on, at least on the Senate side of the Capitol, with holding up all those promotions.
Absolutely. And I think this is an area where I actually agree with what the Globe has said, which is I'm frustrated, too, that this is what's being brought to the floor by House Republicans. It's a complete distraction. But I vote on the standalone merits of the text for everything that comes to the floor. That's my duty to my constituents. But it just underscores the need for us to get people back in seats of governance that are committed to actually results. So are we talking about how we're going to lower healthcare costs for the middle class? Are we talking about how we're going to get those 300 senior military nominations confirmed so that our Indo-Pacific strategy has real leadership behind it? Are we talking about how we're going to invest our infrastructure and clean energy dollars for maximal impact? That's what I hope we're engaging on next term as well, which is why I'm campaigning in Missouri to Maine to help get Democrats elected. All
right, we got to talk about artificial intelligence. Earlier this year, you gave a speech on the House floor that was entirely written by AI. You argued that lawmakers should not be hostile to new technology, but also shouldn't wait too long before drafting new laws to regulate it. There's a lot of folks out there losing sleep about artificial intelligence. Are you one of them?
Not losing sleep, no. We've got a 200-year history in this country of new technologies coming in, being disruptive, dislocating parts of our economy, but also amplifying creativity and productivity. The key for AI is that we can't let it be social media 2.0. We can't wait 15 years as a society to grapple with the really tough questions. Mm-hmm. It's got to be industry by industry, though. I'm very cautious of these approaches from Washington that are one size fits all. Regulate AI. Well, what does that really mean, regulate AI? Let's talk about it in healthcare. Let's talk about it in financial services, in education, in journalism. And we need each industry to come up with their norms and their regulations.
So this was 6 months ago or so is when you delivered that speech. Has it been too long? Do you think that it's time now to come up with something?
It's time in particular to hold the social media companies liable for defamatory content that is generated through synthetic video, through AI. That is my deepest concern going into the 2024 election. We saw the damage that misinformation can do via text over Twitter in 2016 and 2020. Video is even more viral, and these social media companies need to be held liable for allowing defamatory content to spread through fake videos. And we know how to fix that legally through Section 230 amendments. I'm working on that policy, and I hope we can build consensus for it.
Do you think ahead of 2024 you can get something done?
I am certainly going to make it a priority, and I also want the FEC, the Elections Commission, to make it a priority as well for administrative action.
I do want to ask you about your future. You have been feverishly raising money. You've said you're not running for higher office this cycle, but are you planning to run for higher office in the next cycle?
I have one of the best jobs in American politics. I get to represent the Massachusetts 4th. I have found in my career that hard work creates opportunities down the road, so I'm focused on the hard work part.
Are you ruling it out?
I'm not ever going to rule out future lines of effort, frankly, in any field. What I will say is I love the job that I have. I am in absolutely no rush or consideration to go anywhere else, and I'm just really honored that the voters are sending me back.
All right, our thanks again to Congressman Jake Auchincloss. Good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your summer.
Thanks for being here.